God gave Moses instructions. So this is what he did. Early in the morning, Moses went down to the river and waited. After a while, the king of Egypt came along, and Moses said to him, "This is what God says. Let my people go for 3 days into the outback to worship me. If you don't, I will bring the full force of my plagues against Egypt. I could have wiped you and your people off the surface of the earth by now. But I haven't, because I want the whole world to hear about this and know that I am God. Now if you don't let my people go, I'm going to send hail, the worst hailstorm Egypt has ever seen. So hurry and get your cattle in from the fields, because anything left in the fields is going to die." Some of the king's officials heard this, and they hurried out to the fields to get their own cattle in. Then Moses stretched his staff towards the sky, and the worst hailstorm that Egypt had ever seen came down upon the land. Every person and every animal out in the fields died. The king of Egypt said, "Moses, Aaron, your God is in the right and I'm in the wrong. I've sinned. I will let your people go. Just make the hail stop." So Moses prayed to God, and the hail stopped. But God made the king stubbornly refuse to listen to Moses and Aaron, and he didn't let the people go. Once more, God gave Moses instructions. So he went to the king of Egypt and said, "This is what God says. How long will you continue to disobey me? Let my people go for 3 days into the outback to worship me. If you don't, I'm going to send locusts to destroy what's left of Egypt." Some of the king's officials heard this and said to the king, "Your Majesty, just let them go. Can't you see that Egypt's been completely destroyed?" The king said, "Very well, you and your people can go, but just who will be going?" "All of our people will go to worship God." "All of you? No. Last time you only said the men would go. Get out of here." So God sent locusts throughout Egypt, and they completely destroyed the crops. But God made the king stubbornly refuse to listen to Moses and Aaron, and he wouldn't let the Israelites go. Once more, God gave Moses instructions. So Moses stretched out his hand, and a deep darkness covered the land of Egypt, a darkness so thick that people could feel it. And for 3 days it was so dark that no one could even leave their house. The king said to Moses, "Make it stop, and you and your people can go and worship your God. Yes, even your women and children can go, but you can't take any animals with you. We will take our animals, for we must make sacrifices to our God." God made the king stubbornly refuse to listen to Moses and Aaron. He said, "You what? You're up to no good. Get out of here. If I ever see your face again, I will kill you." Moses said, "As you say, you will never see my face again."